Good morning, Luis. We are here again on the bush. I would like to ask you, what's mean tracking?
I think for me, what I find exciting about tracking, it's the origins of scientific thinking. It's the one thing, if you look at modern culture, everything has changed. Our clothing, our music, the food we eat, our medicines, everything has changed. But with tracking, we're still doing what we did 100,000 years ago. And in that sense, it's fundamental to who we are as humans and the way we think.
So can you talk us about the evaluation process and that relationship with the learning?
Yeah, I mean, essentially in the context of hunting and gathering, the way Bushmen had to learn, it was a very slow process where each individual hunter had to make his own discoveries. They didn't have books and digital media and so on. So it was a very difficult process to learn, make new information about tracks, because you often don't see the animals and you have to discover what animals it is, what they were doing. However, the validity of their knowledge was tested by the success of the hunting. So as they learn, if their ideas were wrong, the hunt would fail. If the ideas were correct, the hunt would succeed. But today we don't have that, because we don't hunt for food anymore. So we need another method of testing the validity of our knowledge. And that's why we developed the tracker evaluation system, which depends on two factors: that you have an objective reference, a good field guide with accurate sketches of footprints, but you also have a peer review system, which is essentially the same as in any scientific process, where the experts test each other. And through that process, we've developed an objective way of testing the ability of the candidate against very well-defined criteria. So we have a definition of what is a 1-point question, a 2-point question, a 3-point question. And in that way we can test the level of expertise from level 1, 2, 3, professional tracker, senior tracker, and then eventually master tracker. But what we've also found is that the evaluation process in itself, because it forces you to look, it's not just, somebody doesn't just show you and tell you that is a honey badger track, because often you don't look at it properly. By asking you what is that track, it forces you to look at the track, and then when you make a mistake, immediately we explain to you why you made that mistake. And that is why it's a very efficient way of teaching and rapidly acquiring knowledge, so that today, what in a traditional context with hunter-gatherers, it might take 10, 20, 30 years to learn, today we can speed that process up and perhaps learn in 5 to 10 years what might in the past have taken 20 to 30 years.
Good. Thank you.